Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to do The Nice House on the Lake issue number 4. Cool cover again. I like this series, but at the same time I don't like it either. Mostly because I cannot connect with a lot of characters in here. There's a lot of characters and mostly they are insufferable. I look at them and think, oh, this is a guy that lives on Twitter. This is a girl that is a Netflix character, you know? Mostly condescending, over-the-top emotional, you know, annoying, not really nice characters. There's a couple in here that I think, hey, yeah, I should feel some connections with you. You're acting normal. But most people that I've seen in here are, yeah, I don't know, this Gen Z stuff, if you know what I mean. For instance, this guy. This guy is David, and it always starts like this, you know. They introduce themselves, but they're not saying their name, but I know this guy is David, and they talk to the camera, breaking the fourth wall. I don't mind that because it's part of the story. What strikes me particular that it's always in beginning, the surroundings is broken, on fire, damaged. So, and it also reflects what's here on the cover. So I guess this is what we all see here is somewhere at the end of this book, some bad things are going to happen. And we're going to see that later on when we review all of the comics. This guy is a joker. I'm not sure what he I don't know, maybe he's a stand-up comedian or something, or I don't know. But he also at the same time says that that's the way that he copes with certain situations. And then we go again, just like in every book, we go back to the past when they meet Walter the alien. Also, all these characters talk a lot. They talk and talk and talk. And Walter here is just there, drinking, listening, saying some things, maybe not. But mostly, these characters are very, very talk active. For instance, this guy, that's the Joker guy, David. He has green hair because, yeah, reasons. And he likes a girl and he talks to this girl or guy that's been deliberately blurred for unknown reasons. Because probably he is not the focus of this book. But still, why would you blur him? Doesn't make any sense to me, but okay, cool, I go with it. So this guy or girl says, hey, you like this girl, why don't you make a move? And he says, no, that's not going to happen. But you're sitting here at like 3:30 in the morning and you're pining after her. You love her. Of course I'm in love with her. I think I'm a little bit in love with my friends. Wait, what? But that's why it's not going to happen. But that's why it's not going to happen. The math, it's all wrong. Wait a minute. So you like a girl, then you're not going to pursue that girl because you are in love with your friends, and that's the reason why you're not going to... Dude, what kind of dribble is this? And this is exactly what I mean with the whole Gen Z stuff. You know, there's a lot of talking weird and you know, how do you say it? This is not how people talk with each other, right? If you can just say, hey, listen, it's complicated, you know, I'm not feeling it, and then maybe fear for rejection, or other explanations, but not this dribble. This doesn't make any sense. And then he says, yeah, like, okay, she tends to date people for like 3 to 6 months, and then she never sees them again. I tend to date people for like 3 or 6 dates, and then I never see them again. So, what are you saying? What's the conclusion? I don't know. And he goes on about that, and he says, well, he talks about some kind of a stable friend system, and I'm not fucking with it. Basically, he's just being afraid of being rejected. That's what I think of it. And then he makes jokes again. And then we go back to, well, to the now. And then he talks into the stick like it's a microphone, which is also really stupid and weird. But, you know, that's the whole, his shtick, this all joking. But I wonder what's happening here. But it seems that the food in the house is the food is getting thinner and thinner, and people are panicking because they think they are going to starve. And then one day a box came with stuff in it, and people are, you know, putting things on the note. Leave the note, I believe, outside, and then what they want is getting ordered. So let's hear testing an apple, and then so they get an apple, and then day 9 a chicken breast, and then bags of mixed greens, and etc. etc. And they still add more and more because everything they want, they get. And where the box is coming from, nobody knows. It's just there. That adds a nice things to the mystery. You know, I like that. And then we're going to do this again. I'm not sure why the creator think this is a good idea to waste again 2 pages of, you know, this particular image. You know, we see it now in every comic. But I think, but I'm not entirely sure, I have to go back to the older issues. We're getting closer to the village. So it starts far, and now we're getting closer. But I'm not entirely sure if that's the case. And then, you know, here we see David. He ordered everything that he wanted. He has a monkey in a spacesuit. He has here Action Comics #1. He has a guitar. He has a big screen. He has video games. He has VR. You know, he's indulging himself. And then he goes out and he says that he's bored and he wants to jump off in the pool naked, and he talks to the other guys and girls, and basically he is, you know, doing weird stuff. But he talks about his dong and being naked all the time. I don't mind, how do you say, childish jokes or, you know, joking in general, even if it's a little bit immature. I don't mind that. But these are 30-plus-year-old guys and girls. Again, I don't mind if somebody's, you know, making jokes all the time. But at some point, it gets annoying and it needs to stop. And so then I believe this is Molly. Molly comes out and she says, hey, David, did you check the packages today yet? No, not yet. You ordered something? I tried to, but it's not here. You have to be really specific. Yeah, I know. And he says, I ordered a cowboy hat. So he goes outside to get the package, and then there's this girl, and I believe this is the girl from issue 1. And she's, I think, one of the normal ones, you know, that is not annoying for now. And she slept outside because she wants to know where the boxes came from. And she thinks that when she slept outside or is being outside, that she's going to see what's happening. But David says, Ryan, we all tried this. The boxes don't come if anybody is looking. And yeah, he ordered a cowboy hat. And then he goes inside. Okay, so he's doing, yeah, weird stuff because he has everything he needed and he's bored and he, you know, he's ordering stupid stuff, you know, weird stuff. And you know what? That's okay. I mean, I probably would have done that too if I'm bored, you know, just ordering stuff to see if it's actually coming or not. But then we have this weird conversation. Well, let's say weird. So he brings in the boxes, and then this woman here is in the kitchen. And David says, hey, the great alien bounty has arrived. We don't like to use the A word in the kitchen. And then I stopped again and I thought, what is it with these Gen Zers, man? With these Twitter people that are modern writers or just younger people that is being offended 24/7 and say, well, we don't use that word. Or you shouldn't say that because that is offended. Grow a fucking spine. Shut up and take it. This is ridiculous. And she's not even joking. And okay, so he brings all the stuff, you know, because they are making food for tonight. And Molly comes. Says, any luck? I'm sorry, he says. So the jokes is now less intrusive. He is getting more serious, and but you know, he's just ordering stuff like this ridiculous looking suit, and he knocks on the door and hey ladies, are you decent? I come bearing gifts from the Zeta Reticuli, you know, making mockery of because of Walter, who is an alien. And is there anything for Molly? This girl says. No, and I checked a few times. I'm sorry, dear, no luck. So she goes outside. Let's not do the whole alien talk here where Molly can hear, okay? She's having a hard enough time as it is. She's still not doing too hot, huh? I feel like I only see her when it's time to pass out the mail. I don't remember the last time I see her eat a meal. And this girl said, well, I'm bringing her food. And she's really having a hard time. So my first initial thought is, why are people so being depressed? You know, but in this case, there's a reason for that. Okay, but I'm gonna explain later. So he orders another suit. Now he's the mailman, and he comes in with how do you say? Sam, you know Sam, that guy from the last issue that has been discovering this weird structure outside. David here says, well, he brings the package in and he noticed a book here, some kind of a notebook or, I don't know, agenda. And he says, hey, that's the lake and that's the house. So what's that? And we leave it here for now. Molly comes, says, it still didn't come, did it? I'm sorry, it's nothing but you. Well, he's basically apologizing this again, and she says, yeah, I figured, and she's having a nervous breakdown. She says, he's just not going to let me do it, is he? He really is not going to. Fuck, I'm sorry. And David is getting serious now. And I thought to myself, yes, okay, stop with the jokes and, you know, care for your friends. And he's doing that. But David says, maybe it has to do with your writing, or maybe you have to be really, really specific to get what you want. And she says, but I already tried that. And then we see another, you know, this is David's awesome list of very necessary classified information, top secret things. So he ordered the 3 most expensive watches, every Academy Award won by the Lord of the Rings trilogy, first appearance of Batman, the original, etc., etc., etc. A suit covered in exclamation points, question marks, smiley faces. So it's basically making a whole joke, literally, about the whole, what he can order from, you know, space Amazon, if you can call it that. I like that. But then we see what Molly has written. Molly says, Cameron Michael Reynolds. My husband, Cameron Reynolds. My husband, Cameron Reynolds, alive. Cameron, my mom, my dad, alive. Give me my fucking husband back, Walter. Handgun and bullets, enough rope. Straight razor, straight razor, straight razor, straight razor, etc. Wow. She is, yeah, she wants to kill herself. She can't take it anymore. And then I thought, okay, man, this is serious shit now. I'm on board, you know, because now we see actually people, we see the impact of being in isolation and, you know, not seeing your loved ones instead of all these fucking jokes that people are making because, yeah, it's all fine and dandy. But now we get into the serious parts of this comic, and I hope the trend continues because I really like that. David here is going to help her. Now I'm going to skip a few pages, but, well, I'm going to show you this. This is how the boxes appear. It's been, I don't know, rematerializing, teleporting, not sure, entirely sure. So he brings, well, he picks up the packages. He sees Walter outside and he says, hey, you could have just told us the rules, man. goes inside. Why don't you go to Walter, talk to him? Anyway, so he goes to Molly and says, Molly, I got something for you. And he bought a razor. And says, but it has your name on it. Yeah, but it's still for you. And then he has a serious talk with her about, you know, getting and understanding what she's going through. But he also says something that I disagree with. But, you know, I'm not in that situation. Because he says, I wanted to tell you that everything you're feeling is natural. And wanting a way out is natural. Wanting a choice is natural. But there's nothing natural about this place. And Walter isn't going to give you any of us the permission you're looking for. Okay, I get that. That's powerful. But at the same time, Molly could have, you know, killed herself in multiple ways. You know, jumping off the roof, drowning herself, I don't know, setting herself on fire. You know, those are extreme things. But there is more than just slitting your wrists, right? When it comes to suicide. And don't get me wrong, you shouldn't do that at all. Seek help. Don't kill yourself, please. If you are in a bad place, that's wrong. Well, it's wrong is maybe the wrong word. It's not healthy. And you can find happiness if you seek help. I'm convinced that's how it works. Then he says, I wanted to show you something that I figured out last night, but I'm going to need that straight razor in order to do it. So in the evening, they're having a great feast, a banquet, if you can say that. David comes in, and everybody has a good time, and David comes in, and David says, hey, there's something I want to talk to you guys about. And he says, Jesus Christ, you're covered in blood. And then he talks to them, and all these people are getting nervous. He says, hey, David, get down from here. You hurt yourself. You're delirious. But then Molly says, no, you need to listen because I've seen things. David points out to Nora and Sarah. She says, these two know something. And they are being really fucking weird about it. And they look at each other. And Sam found a weird building on the other side of the lake in the first week. But didn't tell anybody about it. I know this all fucking sucks, and it's not like we all know each other really well. We are a group, but we don't know each other. But we are in the situation, and we have to be for each other. We have to love each other and help each other. We all know Walter. There is no getting off this ride. And they all scream, no, don't do it, don't do it. And then he slits his throat. And this scene is very intense and powerful. I like that a lot. But then he says, we can't die. He won't let us. So we have to learn how to live. Oh, okay. Now I'm here. Now I'm impressed. I want to see this too. Now I'm impressed. This is great stuff. You know, this series is a little bit a hit and miss. Mostly a hit because it does a really, really well job to keep me as a reader on my toes. Yes, it starts with, you know, silly Gen Z stuff and Twitter speak and other bullshit that I really don't like. But at the same time, it gives me a lot of things, throws things at me that I want to know, hey, what is this? How is this going to end, you know? It does a really good job. Unfortunately, these people are mostly unlikable. Maybe that changes. I'm not entirely sure. But for now, this is fun. This is fun in a disturbing way, and I want to know more. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.